true.
I'm having a peanut and caramel ice cream.
Whoa!
I need some ice cream right now. Oh my god, give please.
Very good.
I'm fucking melting here again. For like 2-3 days it was good. Weather below 30, and now it's fucking hot again.
It's like 20 here now. It's pretty nice.
It is.
Oh,
It is 28.
We just had like I had like really heavy rain right now, and it's like really cold here. It's great.
It's 13
They're
degrees and
expecting
sunny.
really heavy rain and thunder.
It
tonight.
just got
12
cold here.
We had like heavy rain for a little bit for like 2
Hey,
days, and now it's
9,
just
8,
so
7,
6, 5.
3,
day 9.
2, 1.
85.
Late, late.
Happy New Year!
Yay!
Woo!
2020.
This is the PC Gaming Show, a celebration of the most vibrant gaming platform.
I can do
For
the
the
voice.
next 2 hours, you'll see all new gameplay
Hello.
footage,
Hi,
trailers,
Voice chat
and
epic exclusive.
reviews.
Hello.
The stage today
Hello.
are first
You can
gameplay
only join
footage
voice
for
chat if you
Vampire
have
the
the Epic
Masquerade,
Client.
Bloodlines 2, Borderlands 3,
Borderlands 3.
The Return of Evil Genius 2,
What?
Last
Why do they spoil their own review?
games from Coffee Stain Studios. Griftlands.
What? Evil Genius 2?
Planet Zoo.
Terraria?
Terraria.
Terraria.
From the
Poggy.
ashes
Man,
to
Terraria. I wonder when they're
Why did
going
they
to do
spoil
that.
everything?
Yeah, why did they do this?
Warframe,
So stupid.
Baldur's Gate.
Okay,
Oh,
Baldur's Gate.
Shenmue,
so you don't
Can't
have to
complain
watch
about
2
spoilers
hours.
if you spoil everything.
Age of Wonders, Planetfall,
Now this is what it's gonna be for the next hour.
and now
Oh,
the
Yeah,
PC
It's
Gaming
2 hours of
Okay.
just PC games
So I can
alone.
leave then. Bye.
War.
Day 9.
Good morning, good morning. Yes.
It's 7 p.m.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Did they find the
PC
smallest stage
Gaming
they
Show.
could for this?
That's
Yes.
the tiniest catwalk I have
Yes.
ever seen.
We're
It's
so
like a
happy you're here
stand-up
today. We have a
comedian
great show for
Oh,
you.
day 9, hello.
30
It's a
games
comedian's
we're gonna be
catwalk.
showing off.
I think the
30.
comedian
Some of them
stages are even bigger than
will be
that.
updates to existing franchises.
Well, he is
and
setting
titles.
up.
Others will be exclusive world first.
It's
looks.
day
Y'all
9's
ready?
backyard.
Well, I first want to thank our sponsors for helping make this event possible. Without their support, this event would not happen each
Epic
year.
Games
So thank you
Store.
so much. Thanks to you for coming out. It's 10 a.m. in Los Angeles. Happy Monday, everyone.
Paradox.
Best day of the week.
Samsung.
Hello
Samsung.
to all of you up in the balcony, and of course, thanks to you tuning in live from all over the internet, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, wherever you're tuning in from. Welcome.
Didn't mention
We're
Mixer.
Happy to have you. My name
Yeah.
is Day 9. I'm one of your hosts for this
What?
event.
Are they on Mixer?
Joining me is the fantastic Frankie Ward.
There's no Mixer. Oh.
There's no Mixer there either.
Not sponsored by Mixer.
For you guys at home, for the first time, whatever platform you're watching on, we are going to be pulling
Lovely
your
Brett.
clever comments. Just remember that.
Is
okay?
That's
she the
too
evil
British
chick
for
from
me.
Devolver
On
Digital?
Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and
Clever
Facebook
comments.
Show,
People are
making me
posting the
famous
Tiananmen
on the
Square
internet,
fucking
on the
thing in
stream,
chat.
sharing them live.
It's like,
And one of the things we're especially
uh-oh.
looking for
I mean, I
is the
saw an
Borderlands
ASCII
3
art
team
Dick
to
Beholder
ensure
earlier. That was pretty
initiative.
interesting.
That's right. Midway through
There's
this
also the
show, I'm going to be
Octodick.
asking those questions.
Send us
to
your
Oh, this-
Borderlands
Oh,
3
I like
questions.
that one.
Hashtag PC Gaming Show, and we'll read them live.
Very
Until
creative.
then, let's start the PC Gaming Show with our very first
Put
title
Borderlands in
from
there,
UK
and just include whatever
developer
copy paste.
Rebellion. Several years ago, they announced that they were working on the follow-up to Evil Genius, a real-time evil layer simulator.
And now, Rebellion is ready to reveal its nefarious vision for the project. So, PC Gaming Show, who's ready to stroke a cat?
Why do they have morph balls on stage?
Here it is!
Yes.
The world is pleased to reveal
Sure,
the Evil
that's
Genius 2 world domination.
I can't be the only one seeing that.
Yeah, that's alright. Swap bots.
World exclusives.
Xbox exclusive. Xbox
World
One.
premiere.
Epic exclusive.
Apparently, a lot of people thought the Xbox show had Xbox exclusives, but they
Evil
clearly
Genius
weren't.
2. They spoiled that already.
Fuck yes. I'm just like, what? What?
What?
Is this Dwarf Fortress? Okay.
No, it's Evil Genius 2. Do you know what the first Evil Genius was?
EG Toast
This is also an e-sport, or...
Is this Incredibles?
No, it's Evil Genius.
Is this Boss Baby? It has to be Boss
That's
Baby,
Mr.
right?
Incredible, right?
Is this Despicable Me?
Yes.
This is Team 2 now.
Minions.
That's what I first thought, actually.
Oh,
It's the anti-gravity.
Skate 4 looks weird.
Oh! Oh! She's walking on the... What?
Well, okay.
nice shot.
That made no sense! She was stepping on the laser!
Mr. Worldwide. Dude, that was Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Wide.
Mr. Wide.
Mr. 16.9!
Me when I'm in Japan, Mr. Wide.
The successor to one of the most beloved RPGs ever. And with me to talk about it, I
He looks
have
so
Ryan
awkward there.
Missler and Cara Ellison from Hardsuit Labs.
He looks
Now,
very
Ryan,
uncomfortable on stage.
Baldur's
you were
Gate?
Yeah.
on the very first
I mean, if it was a normal sized stage, you'd have more room,
finally
but...
get to work with
His arms are really long.
It means that a lot of people have very high expectations, and we have to meet those.
Well, let's take a look at whether you are going to meet them, because we are going to take a look at the world's
His arms are so
latest
long.
footage.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh ja, hallo.
Oh ja, geil.
Oh, hello.
Ja, spritz og spritz.
There's a lot
They
of
say
people in
about
here
men
too.
with long arms.
Guess I have to be the one to tell.
It's
They have
E3.
long arms.
They have long arms.
Would you say he's a bit
Awkward thing on stage.
lanky?
World of Skates.
You're obviously new to this whole existence. But truth is, most of you types won't even make it a
What
whole
classifies as a long arm?
year. We have
Is this
one
World of
rule.
Look at lanky.
You don't break the masquerade.
That looks normal to me, man.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Winky face.
Know that feel, XD?
No, that shit.
I love how the trailer is off
Jesus
sync.
Christ.
The city.
Like, the lip syncing was
We're all fighting
incredibly
all the
off.
scraps here. Welcome to the
Oh, it's funny,
Friday
Angela. I already
Wrestling
forgot the
Fan.
context
Having
of
fun
that conversation.
I didn't. I'm not gonna say it here because someone is streaming.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why it's called streaming.
Hey, yesterday people were in here, and I asked if someone was streaming, and no one was streaming, so...
Guys, what does it mean to
Oh,
be
just
a vampire
was
in
yesterday.
this
I
world?
was streaming.
When I came in here and asked if anyone was streaming,
Just look at the voice chat title. When we say it sounds really.
people said no one was streaming.
So the vampires are kind
They
of
lied.
staying hidden in the shadows.
they-
while
I'm not
also
banned, you did
utilizing
everything
other
correct.
beings and kind of
Oh my god,
It's
they
okay.
have Twitch chat
to get blood.
on
We're
stream?
talking about feeding on
If we
Consider
see
yourself
Yeah,
Tiananmen
getting flashbacks
Square
to
on
last
stream,
year's show. It's not just a case
Oh,
though
no.
of
They seem to be moderating that
There's
part at
actually
least,
different types of
just
blood
not...
things.
That's right. So we have the
It's so
resonance
stupid.
system, which means that
I'm just waiting for
essentially
like racist names on
vampires,
Twitter. That is
kind of,
thing.
like,
I
see
mean,
the emotional
hey,
resonance
they're doing
of
something.
things, like fear or desire, and then they can.
I have no idea what
feed
the
on
voting
those
is
people
more
to, like,
specifically,
feel
what
the
the
same
race
things
is
as
entitled.
human
The
beings
PC stream is in 1 hour. I think that's kinda delayed.
Yeah.
And there some
Was that
really
a Mixer icon?
Yeah.
as well.
So hyped.
Chat from Mixer?
Shock Slayer 84. Let's go.
Well, very
So
fragile,
hyped.
very volatile relationship, very mature relationship.
Malice
so it's gonna be a fun time.
the
And one
Phoenix.
thing that was really intriguing to me when I was learning about this game.
My hand, I
you
called
don't
them.
just get bitten and turn into Nosferatu.
Thank you.
And to be honest,
What is the context?
definitely
Thank you for finally removing that. What's that?
It was so weird.
When you were made as a vampire.
I hope that everybody in chat just
very
added
young
that person to say
vampire,
things. I wasn't watching chat.
The mass embrace, and that means that essentially
they're not even-
they're having a less lucky time than you in the world. You're having a relatively good time.
Wait,
compared
I
to
just
them,
realized
they
it's
don't know
Paradox,
they're
what the
doing, they're
fuck?
going through vampire puberty,
Yeah, and another studio.
on their own, and you might have a family.
Oh, it's why he's
have,
beside him in chat.
say,
I love
wife and
vampire
children,
bloodlines. What the
you
fuck?
are
Why
more
was I
sensitive
looking
to
away?
blood,
Cookie
don't
told
know.
me you should play that, actually.
Time, let's say, than the player is having. So you can find
It might be a good
And Brian,
time for
first game came
RPGs.
out in 2004. You've been waiting
I mean,
for it.
Cyberpunk,
15
Baldur's
years
Gate
of
3, and Vampire.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
But
And Skate
we're gonna
Electric
What
Boogaloo.
about Animal Crossing?
There are people around the world watching.
Let's go to Mario
And
Anglo.
they all can't wait to play this game. Can you wait, guys?
Animal Crossing.
Duh.
I like how you think that Animal Crossing deserves to be said in the same breath as Cyberpunk and Baldur's Gate. And
Wow.
very brave.
Thank you so much, Brian and
That's
Corey.
how I
Good
feel
luck.
about
Give it
Pikmin.
up, guys.
It does seem, but no one cares.
Now, have you ever wanted to play Dwarf Fortress in space?
No.
Starmancer is
What?
a space
No.
station sim from Ominox Games and Chuckle.
Na, mein Sohn, alles klar
After
bei
the
dir.
catastrophe on Earth, humanity has launched a desperate attempt to find refuge among the stars. Your task is to manage a colony capable of sustaining life, crafting components.
No, my Pokemon died.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Consequences for even
Press
the smallest
F.
mistakes. Let's take a look at the brand new gameplay for Starmancer.
Sniffle.
Chucklefish.
Sensible chuckle. Oh.
I love Chucklefish games. Let's see what they bring to the table.
Terraria 2.
Chrono
This is
Trigger
not
3.
Starbound.
This is Starbound 2, Kappa.
It just says not Starbound.
I mean,
Is it a mobile game?
Is it a MOBA game?
customized. Oh, I love this already.
It's pay to win.
Fuck. Oh no.
That does have a certain Dude, it's not Starbound. It's fucking.
Add character customization and I'm sold.
It's fucking Stardew Valley in space.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is if Starbound and Stardew Valley had a child.
No, it's like StarCraft and Stardew Valley had a child.
No, they're getting invaded.
They're getting invaded. No. Run.
No. I can't believe
The
I'm also invading
Europeans.
space.
No.
Europeans.
Oh, reactive blue. Cycle 12
Hey,
failed.
points.
Dear
Don't
Lord.
reveal ESA secrets. It's on stream.
Using secrets on stream.
Starmancer.
Starmancer.
I'm gonna keep an eye on that game.
Both started as modders, and now they each independently run their own studio.
That's a scuff
Welcome to the
copy-paste.
stage. From Tripwire, John Gibson, and from Torn Banner, Steve Piggott.
They were
Hey,
on
Sean.
Steam already.
Oh hey. Mothers though.
Now I understand.
Mhm.
Both of you started as modders, working independently, and running your own studios. Talk to me about the collaboration that you started together.
Yeah, Steve. So we've known the Torn Banner guys for a long time, even giving them some advice when they were modders, going
Squad
commercial,
W.
helping them not making mistakes that we made. And
Jesus
we've been
Christ,
friends,
Chad.
and we've always wanted to work together. And now we've sort of formed this independent, former mod team, professional super group to
Oh, I can say hello.
get an
Hey,
awesome
guys.
game out to fans.
Yeah, and for us, this is a
Whoa.
partnership as well. We've always been really close with Tripwire, and we really respect their games. Oh my God. We see them as one of the few studios that's bringing true innovation to the FPS genre, and that's what we're all about.
Oh my
as well.
god.
Well, let's take a look.
Oh my
This
word.
upcoming collaboration.
Oh god.
Oh,
It's getting worse.
Light team bad.
Light team bad. Well, premiere.
Casual light themers, what the frick?
Medieval Warfare?
Charge!
Chivalry 2?
Well,
No,
this
it's more
is
now,
Level
right?
3.
Is this Chivalry 2?
Oh yeah, would be cool actually. I fixed it.
To the original
God.
Sheldon card game.
God.
Twitch chat has
George.
gotten really wild, man.
Yeah.
Chivalry! Woo!
They said that already. The guys on stage were from the team that made the game, and they even.
Yeah, but no one's listening.
Yeah, everyone is so loud, so it's...
I didn't say listen. It was on the fucking info bar.
Like,
Excuse me.
Ginny, they spoiled all the games already at the start of the stream. Like, that's what we should try.
Chivalry 2, Steve.
Grade
Chivalry
4?
2 is a comparison to their favorite medieval movie battle scenes. And our
You know, that joke has been made at least like 50 times last night when I was lurking in here.
Lord Mouse made that joke probably 50 plus times.
I know.
Let's
Pookie
go.
almost had a heart attack.
You're, like you said, burning houses,
Pookie almost
killing
died.
peasants, you know.
Yeah.
Had to keep them from going at each other's
It's
throats.
really about letting the player experience every
Nice
iconic
voting.
moment of the era. And on top
What?
of
Yeah,
that,
nice.
this time around we've increased the player count scale to about 2 times with the previous game, 64 players. And on top of that increased scale, we've added forces, which really allows us to add a lot of drama to the game and bring experiences like the Battle of the Bastards from
Oh, look, Archer's catching up.
Don't worry, we'll ignore the last season. Just Battle of the Bastards is going to be in the game. Yeah.
People are changing votes.
The swordplay element.
That game has to be
Chivalry
really
2.
good if
I mean,
it
I know
wants to
it's
get
a
over
really critical
Mordor.
element.
Yeah, and this time around we've completely revamped. I mean, we really view what we're doing here as bringing a true sequel in every sense.
Yeah.
We've attempted to completely revamp the combat movement and
Doinks, bro.
Doinks, bro.
swing.
Who else caught up for today?
Big doinks and Amish.
Me.
Smoking big doinks.
Pop-Tarts! Let's go.
Medieval knights in full armor are clashing.
Yeah, and it's very, very fluid and much more accessible than the previous game. And it's, you know, the pace is so much quicker. It's what I really enjoy when I'm playing.
Twitter.
I wanted to ask about the fluidity because in a lot of melee combat games, you hit a button and there's like a full
Thank you
animation
for wasting
swing
so
and
many
sort of
pixels
resets.
on
It's kind of these
hashtags.
discrete, chunky times. I understand that. In Chivalry 2, the swordplay operates differently.
Dude, today is
They even put two.
Oh, those
That's a much better use of space than the hashtag.
Shenmue.
Another Shenmue put two.
What are those comments? Jesus. Why are they putting him in?
Pantsuit Emporium.
Well, I mean,
No
I do have
office,
to
I
ask,
don't want
Dude,
to create.
everybody wants
Mastery,
Shenmue so they can
but
have duck race in
Original
4K.
Chivalry is, I mean, it's kind of like silly.
They showed
fun.
Planet Zoo like 30 minutes ago.
Mastery with the fun element.
Ooh, Terraria.
Been to make it so that players
Exalted
can take it as
Gaijin, what
seriously as they want to, and also as silly as they want to.
Brief
We know
Antelope
that probably about half
96.
our audience plays the game drunk, and we love that.
Animals taking finals right
And the game has a huge.
Yes, all the other Brief Antelopes, 1 through 95.
Over-the-top voiceovers and the role-playing opportunities.
Bana's Gate 3 waiting room.
As an example, you can feed a man with a chicken while quoting Shakespeare.
Like picking up a chicken is a
Yeah,
weapon.
physically
That's a
clubbing
mechanic.
him to death.
Forming you into Battle Royale, lol.
On Chivalry 2.
Why do they
Chivalry 2
put
is coming out
so stupid?
early 2020.
I think they
Yeah,
have
We'll look forward to checking
I have a
out
wild guess that they
2020.
can filter out the
John
worst
Gibson,
stuff, but
Steve
this is
Piggott
pure gold.
with Chivalry
Yeah,
2.
they just have fun with this, I think. The people
Just
filtering
getting
out on the
started
backstage,
here
they
at the
enjoy it.
PC gaming show. Let's take a
Chicago
look at what's
Geek
coming
Sock.
up next.
Let's see what's coming up.
You're watching the PC Gaming
Oh,
Show.
Oh, I'm watching the PC Gaming Show? I didn't know.
Heck yeah.
Coming up,
More spoilers, let's
the
go.
world for wildlife in Planet Zoo. From the creators of Darksiders, Remnant from the
Wow,
Ashes,
Planet Zoo looks lit. Oh, wait.
Baldur's Gate 3,
Stop streaming.
and more trailers.
Forza name.
Oh, Baldur's Gate.
Ooh, tentacles.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah. That's my kind of party. Black Ops?
Black Ops.
Black Ops 39,000. Let's go.
Blip, blip, blop.
Blip blip.
Skip ad.
Slow. Look at the frame rate.
He's
ad.
watching an
Happy.
ab. An ad.
He's so slow. Oh, nice.
Looks fine.
It's
Okay,
2019, guys.
Yeah.
2019
Current year
video game.
gaming.
Low.
Glorium.
Oh, I was muted.
Yes.
Hey! Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Blanks.
Took
I don't
you
like
a
it.
while.
I mean, at first I was muted in 2 places, and then I was muted in only 1 place, which has the same effect.
Mosaic.
I was like, is this super hot 2.0?
The double mute for when you need that extra privacy.
No.
Is that actually clear game just for
That was a brand
mobile?
new trailer for
I imagine,
a dark
yes.
and atmospheric adventure
Are we all
game
downloading it
created
now,
from
just to
developer
stream it?
Cloudlight and publisher Raw Fury. So how are you guys enjoying it so far? There's been some swords, some space stations, vampire puberty. We're listening to your reactions to the PC gaming show throughout the entire broadcast, no matter what platform you're watching and
I
ranting
disapprove
on.
of the
So keep
lipstick.
coming. Our next game is a ghost-themed
That's fine.
multiplayer hide-and-seek game
It's
inspired by a
fine.
popular mod. Charge up
If
your
it was any
proton
redder,
packs
I
and
would
get
have fucking
ready
stabbed
for
her.
Midnight Ghost Hunt.
Yes.
World premiere.
They didn't say Epic exclusive yet. That's
Epic, except like
World exclusive.
It's PT.
Oh my god.
He's
wish
a
I
man.
was.
Prop Hunt.
It's Prop Hunt!
Nice.
Is it actually?
Yes!
Wait, they actually made a prop hunt.
Good game.
oh my god, yes.
That's fucking sick. How did no one do that yet?
Well, there's multiple. The widget is very popular.
Yeah, but like just get
Whoa, hacker.
What am I looking at?
a prop hunt game.
Prop Hunt.
I mean, I wouldn't be asking
Is
if I knew what that
Luigi's
was.
Mansion a prop hunt?
Oh
game?
yeah, prop hunt is like a Gmod game where
Oh
you
my
judge
god,
it,
I need this.
where you can turn it to
Yeah,
you can
typical
turn it
chip.
on and
What?
then run away.
You can attack them?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Okay, that's
Oh,
an
that's
interesting spin to
cool. Yeah.
Somebody
Oh my
on my
God,
Twitter feed
nice.
is complaining about the mobile game where you just tap a button, as if that was the point.
I
of that.
don't know prop hunt as a genre. Please explain.
You go in and you hide as props, and there's a team hunting for the.
Yeah,
Nice ghost hunt.
that's what it is normally.
Hide and seek.
Hell yeah, I'm signing up for that.
That does look pretty fun.
Uh-oh.
Give Link,
Spooky
sure.
boys.
Oh?
Spooky red light.
Resident Evil 8 confirmed.
The blood moon has risen again.
PC gaming show
Joining
confirmed.
me on the stage to talk about Midnight Ghost Hunt is the dynamic one-man team. Creative director, programmer, designer, it's Sam Malone!
Thank you for having me.
One-man team.
Sam,
One man team.
please tell us what is going on in that.
Alright,
What is
my
Midnight
first
Ghost
name
Hunt
is
all about?
Mr.
So, Midnight
Prop
Ghost Hunt is a
Hunt.
multiplayer ghost hunting hide and seek game. You can play as either as ghosts or ghost hunters, like a 4v4 format.
I see.
The ghosts can hide inside average everyday objects around the haunted house. The
Server
goal is to look
mute.
like harmless furniture, but on the inside, they're not
Jesus,
so
the
harmless
Discord is
ghosts
filling up
as
fast.
you saw.
Yeah, if I'm understanding correctly,
is
it's
not
not
loading.
about hiding as a lamp to try to assault and take out a hunter. It's actually, you would do that so that way you
Alpha
can
sign
keep
up.
running away.
Exactly. So the main
Oh,
They did it.
join the Discord. Lit.
Yeah, it means Discord's
Wow,
going
they've
to crash.
literally killed MailChimp. The biggest emailing
they
thing.
like, but in general, they want to try to hide. But if there's a hunter kind of off by himself, he can quickly just hit him in the back of the head, knock him out real quick, and he has less hunters to deal with at that
Let's
point.
see. Well, what's the identity of the hunters? I mean, we've been seeing furniture flying all over the place. What are the hunters
There's a
do?
lot of voice
So the
channels.
hunters, it kind of can be divided into two different segments. The first part of the game is kind of almost like
Might
a
as well
detective game because
join both
they're
the
sort of
Discord
trying
and
to figure out where
sign up
ghosts
for
are
the
hiding, 'cause
email
it's not really,
thing.
obvious at first
I did
glance.
that,
So
but
they've
the
got
server is
gadgets
gonna
like
be
a
moved all the way to the
footprint
bottom
tracker,
for
they've
me.
got like a radar, like you saw, to try to narrow down where in the haunted house these ghosts
Yeah,
are.
I had to take out a
So as the
channel.
first ghost is found,
I'm
it's a
weird
bit
because
more
I have all
chaotic.
the servers I
There's
frequent on the
ragdolls
bottom
flying everywhere, and they
instead
have
of
that
on the top.
cannon to really try to smash the ghosts into pieces. So those are kind of the two
I
aspects.
I mean, if it works for you.
I never thought about it actually. It's just it would be more convenient to have stuff on top, that I actually use.
There you go, he's talking about Gary's
The
mod.
big twist for us is that the props fight back. You saw the
Community
furniture,
manager is
they
called
hurl themselves
Poggers.
at you, they knock you out, they send you flying.
I
So
love
it
the
kinda
fact
almost
that the
looks like a
video
situation
feed
hide
is
and seek
faster
sort of
than the
mashup.
video feed behind.
You have a reason to be a little bit afraid of
I'm just
things
gonna
that you're
email
hunting.
sign
So
up
that's
later
the
when the
dynamic
server's
of
not
it.
dying.
And I want to ask
Yeah, it's
about
not
when
working
the
that
clock
well.
strikes midnight. We saw the very
Have
spooky
you
red
seen
color
a
pop up. We
ghost?
didn't see what happens then.
I
What's
ain't
going
afraid of
on?
no ghosts.
So midnight, if even one
What
ghost
if you
survives
are a
4
ghost?
minutes into the match, then
What if
you hear
busting
the
makes me
ominous
feel
grandfather
good?
clock chime across the map. All the
Do,
lights
do,
in
do,
the
do,
get
do,
really
do.
dark and scary,
and all of the ghosts that were destroyed.
Have you seen Ghosts? Yeah, I've seen Ghostbusters. There's ghosts in that.
There are a lot more powerful.
But does busting make you feel good though?
I believe you know the answer to that.
And they just need to try to work together.
You horny twats.
Stay alive long enough for their evac to
Hell yeah.
which is another 4 minutes.
Can't wait to try and recreate Braveheart.
214,000 FFZ users online right now.
Yeah, usually because the ghosts are so overpowered at midnight. The hunters are doing whatever they can to try to.
Sorry, how many?
214,000.
That's just a bit.
Normally it only gets up over 200,000 on the weekend, but I assume because E3 obviously.
Yeah.
You can sign up at midnightghosthunt.com. I'd also like to give a shout out to our Discord.
That was Pog doing 37,000, not
Later
bad.
this summer, we'll be giving out keys on our Discord as well as on our main.
What sort of percentage of the Twitch user base do you think has FFC installed?
Vaulted Sky Games.
It's a tough question.
What? No loss.
It's
30% maybe.
Frankie up in the balcony,
Wild
if I
guess.
understand correctly, Frankie.
Sure,
I mean, there's a lot of people on Twitch that don't give a crap about.
There's a lot
any
of
that
normies,
stuff, right?
and there's
Yeah.
a lot of people like watching on mobile and other platforms.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go over like 40 because I think it might be even less than.
If
30.
we limit it to just people watching on PC,
Until you die.
then
This is unexplored too.
it's just super hard to say. I mean, it could be half of the people actively watching for all we know, because the word gets around for people who actually chat and stuff.
Yeah, but that's like the minority, right? If you
Yeah,
look at...
it's always going to be a minority.
If we're talking about like straight numbers, like if we compare it just against like I don't know, who has the most followers, like Ninja?
Well, if you're talking
That's
about
like-
straight numbers, that's like 95%.
Well, no,
What about
how many
gay
people
numbers?
are like have
As
FFC
opposed to
installed?
gay
Like
number.
500,000-600,000?
Yes, but what gay numbers?
I get it. No, but like if you compare it to what Ninja has, like 14 million, just like followers, like that's what? That's 5%, is it, or less?
Fair point. What is this game I'm looking at?
I don't know. Looks chill.
Risk of Desert. Fresh art style, that one.
He's Jesus.
Is he a friend of mine? I'm a friend of
It's pretty color palettes, the game.
Yeah.
Where's the
This is
gameplay?
Ongoing theme lately.
It is the gameplay.
Can't it be that it's like some kind of puzzle game-ish? I don't know. Unexplored.
Unexplored.
That was a big hit.
Wayfarer's Legacy.
Unexplored
Or is
2.
it
yes.
One of the biggest bang for your buck that you can get when building a new rig is investing in a new monitor. And here to talk about a groundbreaking new
Monitors?
display is Samsung's Dean
Oh,
Del Cerro.
hell yeah.
Welcome, Dean.
Samsung?
What you got for us?
Samsung.
Samsung monitor video games.
Nice one.
Mike.
What?
Let's take a look.
Not you.
240 hertz. Dang.
So they're gonna show a video of a 240 hertz monitor on a 60 FPS film.
Consoles can still barely handle
Yes.
60 FPS, and PC gaming's like 240.
Yeah, I mean for PC gaming, that's good. 1500R. What means that? Other way.
Radians or something?
Yeah.
Well, not Radians, but
Rapid curve.
Feels good to own a 240 hertz screen, you know.
That's a lie. PUBG doesn't run at 240 FPS. Let alone 60.
At like 23.5.
Maybe if you're playing on a quantum computer.
maybe they were using a the thing where it generates frames. So it's
Oh, that's not true. Nah.
I mean,
We
it
had a
is
curved monitor ESA we were using for the stream PC, and I was really disappointed in like how blurry the pixels were. It wasn't precise at all.
Curved monitors have really specific uses. I feel like
I
they
feel
can be
like
used on
it's
some
too
tools.
early
lag-free and
for
carefree
curved.
performance.
Too early? No, they've been out for so long already.
No, what I'm saying is like, I agree with Planks. Like, it doesn't look that hot.
Yeah, it's more of a gimmick, really. It is really.
Yeah, it's like too early for it to be good.
I mean, there's good curved monitors, and it's mostly for like, you know, just being productive and stuff. But
yeah,
but that's what I'm saying is if you want to use it for being productive, then you want a sharp monitor, and these aren't sharp.
Yeah.
Or maybe this one is, but
I mean, there's definitely sharp models out there.
I'd rather just get multiple monitors and arrange them into a curve.
Just get 3 curved monitors.
I mean, you do have the problem with the bezel. But...
The other thing about curve monitors is what if you want to put it into portrait mode?
Expands our gaming lineup to 8 models. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Just bend the monitor differently and all.
Our gaming lineup expands to 8 models, ranging from 24.
dude, that could be quite trippy, like playing Groove Coaster in portrait mode on a curved monitor.
Oh god.
That's right, for any of you in the audience, it's there. You can go there for it.
It's not 4K.
It's not 4K.
Not for that price point.
Well, I want to let you know that we have all sorts of great presentations and games coming up.
It's not 4K.
It's 8K.
Jesus.
Stay tuned for more announcements, trailers, and
World exclusive.
footage, including
Are we having a break?
answers burning questions about
Oh, they just do hype up things. I don't
next
know.
game from Play Entertainment.
Yeah, spoilers. Yeah.
I know I'm having a breakdown.
A new wormhole in
Hell yeah.
Valfaris, and more.
And more.
And more.
Never before seen footage.
And now the PC
Skate
Gaming
4.
Show presents What's Next from Funcom.
Never Beth Skate 4 scene.
That's bro.
This is a true catwalk now. Did you?
What's that shirt say? Bethesda?
Hello everyone, thanks for the warm applause.
Funcom.
This
It's
Skate
very
4
exciting
developer.
for all of us at Funcom to be here at the PC Gaming Show for the
What
very
is
first
Lee?
time ever.
Austrian.
And naturally, we would like to show some of the cool stuff that we've been working on.
Wrestling!
So, without further ado,
Natasha
here are some of the
Misli.
games coming for 2019.
Something strange is going on all across the zone.
In your neighborhood.
I was just about to say it.
Big can, dude.
Yeah, turn-based.
XCOM, is that you?
XCOM, give it to you. Oh my god, we are so fucking killers, dude. We're just shitty memers, dude.
What?
Damn it.
Why?
Always thinking the same stupid
Conan!
things.
Oh yeah, Conan.
The late night show with Conan Unconquered.
Thanks for watching, man. Sleep tight, dude.
I'm just waiting for every single meme where they put his face in this game. And then all the mods.
Sure,
Oh
sure.
my god.
O'Brien in this game.
Oh, heck yeah. Zeus. Was it Zeus? I don't know.
Is this Age of Mythology?
Wait, Moons of Madness? No, that was a cave. Come on. Cave of Madness.
This looks like Alien.
Yeah.
This looks like a multiplayer game to me.
You're a
So-
multiplayer game.
Oh, heck yeah. Cute. Ayaya.
Ayaya.
Cute monster. Ayaya.
Ayaya! Please welcome to the stage, founder and director of Mighty Kingdom, Philip Mays.
So yeah, at Funcom we've been doing our own games for over 26 years now. But recently we had the
Literally
great
you.
pleasure to be working with
That's
some
long.
other very talented developers and help them publish their games. And on that note, I'd like to introduce
Her eyes are
Tim
very
Mills.
intense.
He is founder of Mighty Kingdom,
Huh?
a studio out of Australia.
Her eyes are really
Has
intense.
been working with us on something
That's a weird way to
a
spell
little
hot.
different.
So on April 1st this year, we put out a little trailer for something
having the
called
chance
Conan
to
Chop
speak
Chop.
at E3
And
then
considering the
wearing
date, it was perhaps no
flattering
surprise
jeans
that
and a
people
grey
decided that that was April Fool's joke.
Yeah.
Conan Chop Chop.
Yeah, we have a little surprise for
I
you.
mean,
You
you know,
can't even
Angela,
read the typeface on his T-shirt that says what game he's
Yeah.
promoting.
That's like always the gamer look. They all just go for like just casual
Billy
outfits and like a
Mays.
gamer shirt.
Yes, someone told them you shouldn't dress smart at a convention, so they don't even dress smart on their own stage.
Yeah, exactly. When they have like a dress, like
Dress
a
code.
jacket or something, yeah, they always have a gamer shirt under.
You know,
Oh,
who
those,
dresses
the
like a
button-down
champion?
flannel shirt.
Yeah, or like
Nina Brothers. My girl.
Oh no.
This is definitely a real game.
Rogue like Zelda-ish game.
So it's Stone Staff, basically.
Yeah,
Stone Staff.
Kind of fun, actually.
And like Castle Crashers together, or something.
Yeah.
I appreciate the 2008 Newgrounds aesthetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's Four Swords Adventures.
Yeah, kind of.
But like,
Chop.
PC title.
They spent more budget on that
So there you have
picture
it. Conan
for the
Chop
game
Chop.
to
It's a
send than the
roguelike
entire rest of the art.
action-adventure game. It's very real, and it's coming to PC, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Nintendo
Yeah.
Switch on September the 3rd.
Okay.
This year. It's 2019. We also have a playable version here.
They seem to have
at our
taken
demo room,
this
so if you want to give
thing that their game's a
stick figure
joke to
Conan a
heart
try,
and are now
then
using
please
it to
don't hesitate
promote the
to
game
drop
like,
by. Thank you.
our shit game is totally, it's real.
Now that's a pair of
Last
jeans.
Oasis is a nomadic survival game set in a post-apocalyptic future where the Earth has stopped rotating.
Post.
The last humans need to outrun the blazing sun in massive open-world environments. Good times. But cheer up, Sunshine. This is one of the most original-looking multiplayers we've seen, with interesting ideas underneath. A player-driven economy and some truly incredible death machines. Coming to early access on Steam on July 15th, let's take a trip to the Last Oasis.
Last Oasis. Lost.
My tribe built wooden legs to lift us over the
Where's the bangers, man?
We must move forward or die beneath the sun.
Who's dying?
I'm dying.
Help me.
I was like, I haven't heard him in a minute. There he is. I've never been to this place
Hey,
before.
the email signups for Midnight Ghost Hunt appear to be working now.
Man,
Oh,
everything should change once the Fire
you
Nation.
told me sooner, bro. I'm not a robot. And before it crashes right after.
What am I watching?
Hey, okay, I'm signed up.
Rust?
I don't think it's Rust.
What is this? The Wright brothers, the battle royale game?
I mean, this does look pretty interesting, to be honest. So.
But you know what I mean when I say the Wright brothers, right?
Yeah, of course.
Because everything looks like it's made by
The worst flight
Last
machine.
Oasis.
Is it Vast or Last?
They're
Last.
last, but their A is upside down. Someone tell them.
Help
Just
somebody
tweet
send
at
it
them.
in chat so we see it on screen.
Got him.
Their A is upside down.
By the way,
StarCraft.
like on the Ubisoft stream, Spike is commentating Rayman 2 speedrun. They're literally showing a speedrun on the Ubisoft stream.
What?
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
big for him.
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
pretty sure I saw something that you were gonna get the game for free if you watched that stream for half an hour or something.
Yeah, watch 30 minutes of the run to get Rayman
Yeah.
Origins for... How do you verify you watched it though? What the fuck?
They might have paid Twitch to do the tracking for them.
with the extension.
Link your account.
Oh, how
Well,
I
whatever.
mean, if
I'll
you
just
pay
leave that
Twitch enough,
tab
they'll do
open in the
anything for
background.
you.
Yo, Pog, that's my favorite Rayman game though.
Rayman 2.
Yeah, the free game. It's my favorite.
The name of the game is Age of Wonders Planet.
Everybody is
4X
typing.
strategy game.
Was it Rayman 3 or?
Talk about it.
Rayman 2.
Game director Leonard Sass.
20th
Which
anniversary.
one was 2? Was that Hoodlum?
Welcome, guys. Good to be here.
It's on stream right now.
Oh no.
So, Leonard,
G-Sync claim.
Oh, the Great Escape, right? Yeah.
Sure. Age of
I had a
Wonders is
Nintendo
a strategy
port, I
game where you
think,
play as
that
one of
I
the
owned.
survivors of a shared
GameCube
collective
port, yeah.
empire. At the
No,
start of the
like a
game, you
Nintendo
choose
64 port.
create your own faction.
Just scrolling way faster now.
You are expeditionary forces who are in cryosleep when everything went to hell. There's scavenging cyborgs or the Amazon bioengineers who ride dinosaurs into battle.
Enable in-game drops with the
I
count link.
want to ask because there's a pretty
what
broad
they mean,
range
okay.
of foreign strategy games. To give us a sense of what the gameplay is, I just want to start from the beginning of a game. What happens when you're for the planet?
Well, each race.
The game was pretty long, right?
The planet is where
you
the
link your
entire game takes
Ubisoft
place,
account.
and that's
This
whole
level right here. As if I have one of those.
Empire begins with an attempt to take over the world. Around you, you've got a number of sectors, and
No,
these sectors are
the gamer is going right now.
Most of them. So maybe you'll find a genetics lab which is still full of horrible mutant creatures, an entertainment complex overrun by horrible robot monsters,
Hello,
a temple
Pookie.
with holes in the sky and horrible demons.
And I did see in the trailer dinosaurs with lasers, correct?
Dinosaurs with lasers.
Perfect. Well,
Cats with lasers. No, sorry, no cats with lasers.
I'm so sorry to disappoint all of you. No cats with lasers. You have to settle with dinosaurs. You know, I saw the expansive tech tree show up in the game briefly, and I know that growing resources and tech is a huge part of it.
to see how this game is going to be.
Right, so part of these tech trees come from your origin race. They sort of represent the past of where you came from. They include new units, new modules for your units, like jetpacks.
This guy's hype as fuck.
Orbital laser
Again,
cannons
back's just
that can
asleep.
launch from space. Social doctrines is not all about war. And then the second part of your tech tree comes from your secret technology, and that's all about the future of your faction. So you can create like a combination between man and machine or man and computers. Others include doomsday technologies.
You know what
that
really
can
pisses me off,
infect
though?
the entire population with alien brain-eating parasites.
Yeah, but he's
or win
doing
the
well. You
game
know what
by,
really pisses me
splitting
off is
space
Twitch
time.
chat spamming cringe whenever anyone says anything.
The future is not a pretty place.
And Resident Sleeper whenever it's not a AAA action game.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much.
They're all 12 years old. You know that, right?
Pinging off each other, but I understand
Yeah, you know, the problem is they might give, you know,
Right, so when combat starts,
companies a
you'll see,
little
like,
bit
on
of
the
a
world
wrong
map, maybe
impression
like a little
on
sort
what
of
people
space lab
actually
or
want.
something like that. When you go into combat, you will zoom all the way in, and you will be inside the lab. You'll see all the pipes
really?
and all of the
You really
goods
think that the
flowing
company
around.
will
All of your
rely
units
on
which
this?
you've been putting
Meanwhile,
together
there's
and now
a
And no, it's obviously
Yeah.
just a part, Pookie. I'm not gonna have this
abilities,
conversation
laser
with you right
cannons.
now because it's
Maybe
not gonna
you've
lead
chosen
anywhere.
advanced, You've got like a bunch of space dwarves in little metal suits that dig holes in the ground, like shoot from the holes. Maybe you've chosen the Kirko, sort of horrible alien bug monsters. They run forwards and slash people and puke acid on them, that kind of thing.
I mean, how long does some of these
He's
battles
so
wind up
excited
lasting?
about this game.
It depends.
Yeah.
A battle can
Hey,
be
man.
maybe
I am too, dude.
2 or 3 minutes.
That's a
but
good
at the
thing.
end of the game, you've got a
You know what
massive
this
siege,
reminds
like
me of?
20 units on your side, 20
Punchy's
units on your side,
commentary
you've got
for
orbital
Freedom
cannons
Planet
blasting
when he
holes in the
was
world.
commentating
Maybe
that
takes
when
30
that
minutes.
Come
wasn't
on,
you.
that was a good commentary.
No, it's not. I'm not saying it's bad. It's
The game is due
the
this
excitement.
August
It's
6th.
the,
It's
this
gonna
is
be
the
available
similar
on
kind of
PC,
energy,
platforms,
but
consoles,
Punchy was way
and
more
it's available
excited
for pre-order
about Freedom
now.
Planet.
Well, lovely.
Is it a strategy game? Like,
it's
Yes,
I think so.
It's a mix between.
Well, I'm
It's a
looking
mix
forward to it. It's
between.
less than 2 months away. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me up on stage.
Heroes of Might and Magic and Civilization.
Thank you for sharing the horrors of the future.
that means I'm gonna
And
have
for our
a
next
hard
game,
time
Frankie,
getting
I
into
have to
that.
ask you, what year is it?
Why? The
I've
year is
played the game before that.
1946, Sean, my dear
They're
boy.
pretty easy.
Europe lies in ruins, torn
No, it's not
apart by
about
the satanic
difficulty. I like my
Franzese.
games to be
A
challenging,
brave
but
band of heroes
it's just a
cast their
genre on
fury
its own.
into
Man.
hell, but little
Always
they
had
know,
trouble
the
getting into
nightmare
that kind of
is
stuff.
far from over. Achtung!
I think the
This
last
is
RTS
the
I played, or like
world-exclusive reveal of the
anything
next
along
shooter
those
from the
lines, was
makers
Warcraft
of
3.
Sniper Elite 4.
Oh, that's nice.
From the Sniper Elite. Sniper Elite, guys.
Oh, Fuzzy's on a run, by the way. Minus 2
this
minutes with
noisy?
half an hour to go.
Oh,
What actual game footage?
I'm calling zombies.
You can be a zombie.
Yep.
Achtung!
There you go.
Wow.
Spines, did you peek at his stream? Or did you check his stream?
He doesn't look at splits just now, by the way, so like...
Yeah. Wolfenstein Battle Royale.
We need more PC games that can be run on my PC that we could/should play.
Yeah, like multiplayer co-op titles that don't require 100 people to be in the same lobby would be great for starters.
Yeah.
You know, like
What was
Borderlands.
that white icon at the top left just now?
Yeah, I was like, what?
I didn't catch that.
Yes. Double T shooting mechanic.
Just die.
Come on, let's go.
Is that Terry Crews?
No.
It's a little sniper lead game.
That's a weird sniper.
That looks heavy.
It's a Garand, right? It's a rifle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boing. Yeah, boing. That poing is so satisfying.
I like, wasn't the defense, or did it not have? Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty boring.
Oh my god, they really brought him in.
I know that, man.
Yeah.
Everybody is banned now. That's watching.
Epic Games Store.
Banned.
Everybody is
hosting
banned.
that Sheffy.
Classic JRPGs.
Yep.
What's next for Warframe?
Okay.
That's
A
Sheffy?
surreal noir
That's an
adventure
emote?
set before, during, and after the Big Bang.
What the heck?
Oh, there's
Baldur's
Hitler.
Gate 3 and more.
Wait, wasn't that the game that Jeremy Abels has been working on?
Maybe.
Is what game?
The Nora one.
Is he
Another
actually?
one.
Is Reggie working on a game?
Oh. Oh, what is this?
The earth. An unending assault without reason.
Skyrim.
Wait, Perfect Worlds for this? Fuck.
Mm.
Hatred that we do not understand. This
Me
evil
like you.
will consume our world.
Me like you,
and
like
the
you, like
countless
Whatever I
worlds
just saw there.
Migeki.
Tentacles.
Mm.
We have entered the realm of Cthulhu.
Trial by fury and blood.
Those are weird Pokemon.
Seek the source of death
Yes.
itself.
Silent Moon got really, I mean, Solitude got really shady.
It's Pokemon Gun.
Monster Hunter.
Yes.
Dang, they're really short Pokemon guns. Japanese Goblin.
Remdan.
Oh yeah, that game.
Looks like a Hearthstone. Yeah.
Oh, me likey. It's like Dark Souls with guns.
And 4 player.
Joining me on the stage to talk about Remnant from the Ashes and that trailer.
They always have to walk so far
So
to
much
get to
new
the
gameplay
stage.
footage.
This is actually Dark Souls with guns.
The CEO of Gunfire Games,
Yeah.
David Adams.
So hope you just
I was just memeing, but then it actually turned into
So
that.
David, I want to ask right away, for those who are unfamiliar with Remnant from the Ashes, what kind of game is it?
So Remnant's a co-op action shooter set on an apocalyptic Earth and across a bunch
Persona 7, nuts and bolts.
And I mean, in that trailer, we
Someone
got
said
huge
that.
What are these different places?
Yeah.
Who's the player in the story?
So as a player, you're on sort of a Odyssey-like quest to save the world, and we really wanted to have a bunch of different cool locales that you go to just to experience a bunch of different stuff. You start on Earth, but it rapidly changes very quickly as you get into the game.
Unbelievable.
And one thing that we've talked about before is that replayability is a
You could
huge
log
focus in the
into
game. That you could play through it 10
to get the
times and
free
still be
game.
seeing new bosses,
Uno?
new monsters, new locations.
No,
How
the
exactly does that
Yeah, I think one of the coolest features of the game is the dynamic
Uno, the
generation
fighting
system.
game.
So we generate
We haven't
maps,
played Uno in
enemies,
ages.
quests, NPCs,
Yeah.
bosses, everything.
True. You built those all by hand,
People
right?
Yeah, it's
are
all hand
boring.
scripted, but the system takes all the
You're
pieces and
boring.
stitches it together. So
I know.
you might play the game and come into work and say, "Hey, I talked to a giant tree and fought a dragon boss," and I'll be like, "I met a guy."
Es reicht jetzt langsam, du gibst bald deinen deutschen Pass bei mir ab.
We'd have completely different
Yeah.
And you just have to keep going through and eventually explore what all the possibilities are.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can play the game over and over again to see the
Yeah,
stuff. You
old
can
man
jump in your
hair.
friend's world to experience the content in their world. And
Where's
that's
my
a big part of
UK
the game,
account?
is jumping in
Login
and seeing
stuff.
what you get.
Sometimes the
I wanna ask
mischievous little
about
German in
loot,
me
which
comes
is,
through.
I understand a
There's
big
nothing I
part
can
of the
do.
game. How does it function alongside this ever-shifting gameplay experience?
Yeah, the loot in the game is all
Well, Hitler
legendary,
was on
so it's
screen
tied
for a
into the
little bit, so.
dynamic generation. So if you fight a boss
True,
or
true.
meet an NPC or get a cool
That
unique side quest, it generally
refilled my
coincides with
my
a cool
German
unique item.
levels.
It might be a boss weapon or a magical item or armor. So if you play the game and you get all completely different events, you'll have different equipment than I have.
And in the trailer, I also saw that there were 3 people walking through these, and you mentioned the co-op experience. How does co-op function in the world?
So the game's full co-op from beginning to end. You can jump in at any point, and the game's definitely slower paced, more difficult. I mean, you will die a lot in this game, so
awesome.
There's a huge advantage to bringing your friends to come in there and help you take down bosses,
Magic
or
poggers.
fight off different events, or just
Imagine
generally
being
progress
have-
through the world.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Imagine
as a big
being
fan
have
of
friends.
Bloodborne and Dark Souls, I'm really looking forward to it from the ashes.
I had a fucking stroke and a half there. Holy shit.
Remnants coming in,
friends.
August 20th on
Imagine being have friends.
Xbox and
Are you okay, Loss?
if you
No.
pre-order the game now, you can actually get in early and start playing the
Being
game
half
in
of the
August.
entire country of France,
Awesome.
dude.
Ladies and
You
gentlemen,
must be a thick
David
boy.
Adams from Gunfire Games. Thanks so much for talking to us about Remnant. And as we mentioned earlier, keep those questions coming. I will be asking
Imagine being.
on stage the creative
Oh no,
minds
he
of
did he say
Borderlands
half
3,
friends?
everything you want
France?
to know. Doesn't matter what
Thought he
platform
said
you're on, just use
half
hashtag
friends.
PC Gaming Show. And until that time,
Or I don't
let's
know.
talk about our next title. This one was announced 2 years ago at the PC Gaming Show here. It's a game from Clay Entertainment called Griftlands. It's changed quite a bit in the last 2 years. It's now a deck-building roguelike where you don't just fight, but you also negotiate your way through a broken-down sci-fi world. It's going to be available
you tweet
on
out
the
your own
Game Store
quotes?
in one short month on July 11th in alpha. So
Oh,
look at
what?
some of the footage of what you're playing.
Oh yeah. Oh god damn it, dude. Oh, that's an awesome.
Und?
Come on.
Poor Loss.
Okay. That game is definitely not my cup of tea.
Hard game.
Fucking Bethesda Hotties memes.
Oh, what am I looking at? What is this? Oh, it's one of those. Okay.
It's
mean,
Paper Mario. It's
whatever,
Paper
yo.
Mario. It's Sticker Star. It's a Paper Mario Sticker Star game. You have to choose a fucking card.
This looks like a game for Pookie.
Nah, bro.
No?
No.
Then it looks like a game for no one.
Is this Darkest Dungeon?
No, it plays with cards.
Newgrounds has been dead for so long that people are actually going back to the art style. Crazy.
Oh, so it's like similar to Slay the Spire.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Why is TweetDeck so shit
Newgrounds is.
as of recently? I can't tap complete stuff anymore.
Planet Zoo is the latest game from the makers of the
I'm just gonna
brilliant
go and
Planet
eat.
Coaster. Please welcome Piers
Have a good
Jackson,
one.
Lisa
Guys,
Bourne from
when's
Project
Ubisoft starting?
Ubisoft is at 10 p.m.
Now, Piers,
Yeah,
Okay,
there's
so
already
what kind of zoo
another
is going to be
thing.
running here?
Yeah, limited run is between.
Yeah, I'm not interested in that, so I'm gonna pop in attendance. See ya.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
And you get to look after the most authentic animals we believe you've ever seen in your
Can't believe she's fucking dead.
Each of our animals are unique. They have their own needs, their own desires.
Oh, it's
and their own
raining.
behaviours.
Nice.
They interact with each other and react
Wait,
to
it's
the
Monday
world
today.
you build around them.
Is it also holiday, public holiday for you guys because of Pfingst? What is it called?
Pfingstmontag.
Pfingst. Yeah, it's Pfingst.
Let's buy the world's
Pfingsten.
largest family pass and take a look inside.
Pfingsten.
Which is nice because I won't have to do the laundry at work today.
In-game footage.
Ooh, yeah, Planet Zoo.
That's
Oh, Planet Coaster was so good already.
Can you put the dangerous animals in the same place?
I hope so.
Can you put 50 whales in one little water tank?
And you put a whale lord.
Ruin your soup. That's what I read.
Oh, the
Oh, they're just sucking up the poop.
Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
Is this Tony Hawk, man?
Who dressed you in this game?
Train.
Look, it's me.
I made it.
That was soup.
Arr. Roar.
5th of November.
Animal shenanigans here. I mean,
It had a Steam logo, not an Epic logo. How out of fashion.
wait to play it, but before we saw the trailer,
Don't they know that they can get more money?
Modern problems require
Nowadays
modern
when you go to
solutions.
the zoo, you're not just going to see all the lovely, pretty animals. You go there, you want to be,
But
you
no,
know,
they're
learning
not.
about conservation.
Oh.
You want to learn about the research that they're doing. You want to be educated, and these are all things that you're going to be able to do in Planet Zoo.
Educated.
And these ideas of the modern zoo is really what we
Just
take
want to
heart.
run
We're
a
gonna be promoting
zoo. I don't want to be
health
educated.
and the
What?
welfare of your animals as the most important thing to do.
Want to destroy the lives of the animal.
Oh, speaking of the zoo, I've just noticed her heels.
So we're obviously
Oh,
doing
yeah.
the game all this week at E3, but most people aren't going to be able to see that. So we've recorded our presentation. Lisa's done a fantastic voiceover for it, and we'll be releasing
Pepe.
it onto Frontier's YouTube channel.
She's seen the
It
game.
goes live this Friday at 11 a.m.
Legend.
Fantastic. I cannot wait to watch. Thank
Nice
you so much
ASCII
for
chat.
joining us, Piers and Lisa,
Thanks.
everyone. Next up, we have a very special guest all the way from Japan.
Keanu Reeves.
Oh.
No, wait, Miyamoto.
Miyamoto?
Miyamoto?
Actually, Miyamoto.
Gaming industry legend and Shenmue creator, Yu Suzuki.
Oh, Shenmue.
Oh, Shenmue.
Oh.
That is right.
That's nice.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Did you say
joining me
right
on the
or right?
stage is a
Project is
legend of
through all.
Japanese game development. It's Mr. Yu Suzuki.
Yu Suzuki.
Hello, everyone.
Nissan.
In addition to being
Nice save from day 9 there, getting hand.
It couldn't go to bed.
Outrun, Afterburner, virtual racing, and
PewDiePie
He
virtual
handled
fire.
that like a pro.
Also created the Shenmue series, and he's here to talk about Shenmue 3 right now. Take it away, Yusan.
この場に立てて光栄です。Standing on the stage today.
Mike!
20年支えてくれたファンの皆さん、ありがとう。I just want to say
Oh my
thank you
God.
Arigato.
to the all the fans supporting me for the long 20 years. Thank you very much. The wait is nearly over.
Shit. The Messenger
Right, let's take a
DLC
world
comes tomorrow.
exclusive look
Holy
at
crap.
Shenmue 3.
I love the other guy's goatee.
It
Like
was so
what you
simple.
can also see on the heads of some ducks.
Honestly, I
very
don't
similar.
think your kung fu is strong enough.
Grandmaster.
Nice dub.
Nice accent. I recognize it too, which is weird.
Martial arts were
That's
bad,
Karate Kid.
but humans
It's
are
Shenmue.
interesting.
Yeah, this is the next match for them?
Practiced in secret.
Gotta get thanks.
Prying eyes and became
I mean,
stronger.
could we at least have the English dub done by a Japanese person? Like, the translator's accent was really nice to listen to.
And was passed on
You can
to his
still probably enable the Japanese dub, I'd imagine.
Wow.
Yeah,
They usually get lazy, so I don't trust anything anyone.
What did you say to me?
Smart.
No, the voice files are in the game.
What did you say to me, Jonah?
I mean, I don't care if you've got white people speaking in American accents, but when you've got Japanese people speaking in American accents in Japan, that gets kind of weird quickly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Top 10 bad dubs.
But wasn't this the new game they were working on?
It was announced via Kickstarter. Yes, of course it's a new.
Why does it look like a game from 2004? Has this been in development since 2004?
Nah,
work in
it's been
progress.
for like 4 years or so.
Oh, it's Shenmue.
This is not working. No. Push this back another year. Make it look better, please.
The dub's so bad.
I would like to once
Yes.
The kind of dub that would call an onigiri a jelly donut.
Cheers.
You gotta thank 4 kids for that one.
Is near and dear to my childhood heart. It's based upon a game I grew up playing called Heroes of Might and
Skate
Magic
4?
2. Let's take a look at an upcoming collaboration
Heroes.
with Coffee Stain Studios and Lava Potion.
He grew up with the game. It could have been.
He said by the
Out of the
developers,
20
like,
million
Heroes
games. As a chance.
Is it gonna be a new Heroes game? Gotcha.
Gotta
new
aim at
Heroes?
them pixels.
Or like a...
I can count
Pixels
the
of Might and
pixels.
Magic.
Heroes of Might and Magic Remaster?
Pretty good though.
This is actually a full resolution game. They've just turned the scaler down a bit.
No,
Yeah, I was gonna say, it doesn't look
it's
so
like,
much like pixel art as like pixel art that's been
dude,
scaled.
it's like Octopath. This is SNES HD. Or SD HD, what they call it.
Dude, the scan lines were annoying me so much on Microsoft yesterday. It was just a bad capture chain.
Yeah.
I don't have high hopes for E3 in general. I just want to see some games.
This music though.
After what Nintendo pulled, I just can't have any high expectations.
What do you mean Nintendo 4? Oh, with the production quality?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no hope for them. So I stopped caring about production quality because it's just gonna be bad anyway.
Yeah,
Songs of Conquest.
Dude, that's a Heroes-like game. That's cool. I'm looking forward to those. There should be more of those.
The name of the game is Songs of Conquest, and here to join me in talking about it is the lead designer from Lava Potion, Carl Toftfell. Hey, Carl.
Hi, hey, thanks.
I mean, let's just start
Hi,
off.
hey.
Maybe hasn't played the
Hi.
Hi, hey, thanks.
It's all about, well, you kind of start out with in
Still better
the
done.
on the end of the trailer, and from there you recruit your
Coffee
wielders,
Stain.
what we call our commanders, and you recruit an army,
Shit
and then you're gonna
stain.
send off your wielders on an adventure. And they go exploring the world, they pick up resources, to flag mines, and with those resources, you upgrade your town. So you can
If
get more
one
stuff,
were
and
to
that's
try and put on
what you
screen
do.
a generic
Adventure and
Scandinavian
friendly
man,
combined.
this would be him.
I know that part of the core loop is obviously get the
doesn't have blonde
resources to
hair.
build up the township, but for what reason? Armies, man. Talk to me about those
Yeah,
juicy
but his
battles.
facial structure is
so
all
the
what's
battle is
Scandinavian.
just like the
He,
whole
he
game
just
is
looks.
turn-based. So you go into combat, you bring all your troops in,
Northern
and you
European.
start by deploying them, and then all the troops have different stats like offense and defense and health.
Europa.
They go in initiative order, and then you
Europa.
chess, but instead of like pawns and bishops, you have like horned wands and face
yeah.
Great.
Sorry, he's a
and all
Norrlänning.
those things.
And well, you know, as someone who just loves the Heroes of Might and Magic series, I know that you have translated
His arms
a
are
lot
also
of
really
gameplay
long.
elements into Songs of Conquest. But what are some of the modern elements? that
Oh,
you bring
more
in?
lanky. I mean,
Well, there's a lot
Yeah,
of
there's
them,
more
I
lanky
mean,
characters.
one of
more,
them is
more
our
lanky
magic. We call it
cons.
the essence. So
Oh man, by the way,
basically,
remember
in the
that
Songs of Conquest
he only
universe,
looks
everything
normal
has
because Day
essence
9 is like 6'5",
So your troops,
and he's
they have
taller
an
than Day
essence.
9.
And to do magic, you need to bring the
That's why he's
troops with the right essence with your wielders.
Because to
Oh, I
tower
see.
over
So
Day
if you
9,
wanna,
you
like,
are
make your
giant.
troops go faster, you need to bring a troop that has that essence, like cavalry.
And maybe to ask
Like
a basic
him.
question, what if my opponent kills that cavalry?
Then you can't do the magic. So
I miss
Oh,
it.
I see.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So if you're fighting someone, you kind of have to like weigh the pros and cons of what to kill off. Like, do you want to destroy their magic or their powerful troops?
Where can people go to get more information? And as always, when's it coming out?
And late 2020.
Oh, it's quite a ways
Quite a
off.
ways off, but you can go to songsofconquest.com and sign
Late
up for
2020.
alpha.
Okay,
And then
that's
hopefully
long.
You can play earlier.
Well,
You,
as
you
know,
can sign up
I'm
and
really
be our
looking forward to
quality
playing. Carl,
assurance
thanks for
because
joining
we've
us.
not
Thank
hired
you.
any.
Yes. That's what they're saying with that.
Now our next title.
CD Projekt Red gives
is an
free copy
update
to the
a
guy who
popular
who
co-op game.
shouted "You're
Let's see what's in
breathtaking."
store for Burning
Yeah.
Tide 2.
Oh, that guy posted on Twitter yesterday. Keanu Reeves told me I'm breathtaking. My life is complete. Like, he was so happy. Yeah, that's it.
Man, can we have some more colorful cel-shaded shit?
Yeah, same.
Here, this
Are
guy.
you saying you don't like brown and orange in dark shades?
Like, all these games look like Dark Souls now. Like, Dark Souls perfected the grayscale game.
Yeah. This is the Dark Souls of this franchise. This is Dark Souls
You
of this
say that,
franchise.
like, wait. You guys are talking about these like dark gray and annoying games, but we've also been complaining about there's been too many like really good colorful games. So
Has there?
like, yeah.
No one.
Okay, I'll only accept the audio-only games now then.
Audio.
I only accept pixelated games, so I don't have much of a say in this.
To
be quite honest,
do we want it to be colorful or not? Like, come on.
Yeah, I prefer colorful.
quite honestly, is that Warhammer is greedy and dark in their universe way before Dark Souls did.
It looks
I don't know, like, have you
There's a
ever...
lot of games that were dark and gritty before Dark Souls.
If it's a Warhammer game, then we should be able to customize our characters to have bright pink skin.
You can sign up now for the Vermintide
Lime green helmets and, you know.
No weight at all.
Versus. In Per Aspera, you're an artificial consciousness orbiting Mars, whose ultimate purpose is to terraform the planet, starting from a single drone in your landing site and turning the
I want to counter on this lady. How long her head is tilted to the right is much longer than the amount of time it's tilted to the left.
What are the fucking odds that the next tweet that like got to my timeline is some stream support bot that is built by the guy that was called Breathtaking by Keanu? What?
What? Wow, that's some odds.
So they can succeed where we fail. So they can build us a home on that distant, dusty rock. Today, Amy reaches Mars and begins their mission. Amy, are you with us?
Are you with us?
Of course, I'm with you.
Imagine the amount of littering in space that humans do when we do that.
It's actually a real problem.
Giant piece.
Yeah.
Like, if we keep sending up, what is it, the satellites, eventually we won't be able to escape, like, the planet Earth.
It's not only satellites, it's like a lot of other stuff. It's a lot of small paint, small paint blisters, yeah, which are like fast as shooting bullets.
He's going to
pretty crazy.
I mean, faster. Like, some of it is traveling at like 27,000 kilometers per hour. Or is it 27,000? What is the ISS?
27,500-ish.
Thank you for having me. Really
Yeah.
happy to be here.
Like, just
Been
going
waiting
constantly
10
around
years
Earth.
To come back on a big stage at
Look
E3
at
showing
the...
off.
Oh, they're not by the crowd, so of course he's just looking at her.
Ancestors, the humankind
inspired you
odyssey.
to tell the story of human evolution?
Well, when I started Panache, I needed a game, an open world game in which you can do a lot of things. You need a character in a 3D environment at first. And I said, oh, I'm the historical guy, I'm the historical dude, so I need an historical period. So
That's probably
let's
filled
go
with
back
try
at the
hard.
very beginning. It'll be easier to do because I won't have to build a city, I won't have to build technology.
It's
and I
with
was a
Boob
bit
Mario
naive
though.
because we built Africa 10
Classic.
million years ago. And that's not easy to build.
It doesn't sound easy. I mean, how have you turned those
Come on,
things
bros.
into gameplay?
Aren't there though?
Well, you play our last common ancestor, right, of all the big apes, and then you have to explore your environment, and eventually you expand your territory, you expand your clan, because you're not playing that one badass character. You play a group of badass character. And eventually you evolve into different species.
I'm gonna jump off.
Until you see the Australopithecus
Okay.
roughly 2 million years ago.
Yeah, I need to... Probably a meeting today, so I'll jump off soon. Clients probably has to
I'm going to have to leave soon because of a dentist appointment.
Oh, shit.
Well, it's all about from
Don't
a
die,
prey
Mike.
to a predator. Basically, at the
I
beginning
mean, I
of
won't
the
die,
game,
but
everybody is there to kill you.
Suck.
and
I'm either
devour
going to
you.
get a permanent
and,
crown
and
put
basically
in
at the end, it's pretty much you.
because
You're
I've got a
the predator
temporary
and
crown right
everybody's
now,
afraid
and
of
the
you.
permanent crown's supposed to be
That's
put
the
in
idea
today,
of
or he's going to tell me
us
that I'm going to need to go and get more stuff done because I've got a bit of like not quite pain in that part of my mouth, but something's not right.
I made game about
So-
characters and you needed to follow the story I wrote for you.
I just
This
started
time,
yesterday, so
you're
it's good
basically
timing.
I was
writing the story,
eating lunch. What
right?
did I miss?
There's
Someone
no
tweeted
story
me.
per se
Just tell them
inside. It's
everything.
not about going and see mission givers. It's not about looking at the mini maps and the little dots. It's about you, hey, Homo sapiens. Can you survive like our ancestors did? And that's the question
Homo
that players
sapiens.
He
will
said
be-
almost.
For you to answer that question, August
Almost
27th,
sapiens.
Well, I was going
on
to
PC first.
I was going to ask you when we can see it. And
Yeah.
thank you so much, Patrice.
We had somebody in chat ask about the hetero sapiens.
more at ancestorsgame.com.
Thank you.
He didn't look at the camera like once.
Yeah. Epic Game Store.
Oh boy.
Let's go.
Games I don't care about.
Oh, Shenmue 3 on Epic Store as well. It's exclusive.
Are they only showcasing games that are on that store?
Nah, the PC game show games
Oh,
in general are all. No, it's not all Epic exclusive. They say themselves where they want to publish them.
Jesus Christ.
Raw Fury.
Oh my god. Is this zombies ate my neighbors?
What's
Oh
the
yeah,
goal?
that game.
Oh yeah, that's a cool game. That's a fucking crazy thing. Was most of the time one more than 1 hour. One more thing.
Dota 3.
Nice sound effects.
What is this?
Wait,
Chinese game?
what?
What?
Hell yeah!
Oh,
Ah,
is this?
that game.
an official release. Wait, it actually is Dota then.
Yeah,
Dota
it
chess
is,
game or what?
it is Dota Arcade.
Epic exclusive.
It's the
Auto chess.
Auto chess.
Auto chess, yeah.
Auto chess. Oh.
They've been showing that a lot, haven't they?
Please welcome to the stage, Lauren
Where's the
Lee,
Dota
founder and CEO of
I don't
Dragon
even
Nest.
Dota Auto Chess is what it's called.
Indeed, Auto
I guess they
Chess
just made
has
it
turned out to be
standard
a
up.
sensation, with hundreds of thousands, millions of players getting a taste of it, and here to talk
People
about
spamming
it.
the tournament
That was
again.
the first time I saw
Is
that
Lauren
game
Lee.
at all.
Take it away,
I've
Lauren.
heard of it,
Yeah.
but
Hello,
I've never
everyone.
seen
There's a
any
lot of
Lauren Lee.
like people streaming it on Twitch and stuff. So.
Hello, hello, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
the
but
CEO
I've
and the
never
founder of
seen a
Dragon's
single
Game.
image of it.
Dragon's Game is a game
The,
developer and
the first and
publisher
only
comes
time I've
from
seen auto
China.
chess before this is
I'm
when I'm
so
working
happy
on
to be
the
here
thing I'm doing for
today on
FFZ,
this
and I was
stage
testing
to
auto
introduce
completion
our
for
game,
games,
Auto Chess,
and that showed up
to
in the
all of
list.
you. This is really an exciting moment for us. As the trader says, this is a real engaging game of auto chess. Dragon's Game now is working with the creator of auto chess, Jodo Studio. We are working together to bring auto chess to a world, both on PC and mobile, so that everyone from anywhere with any device can enjoy the same fun of auto chess. Now we are building the PC version with by using the gaming engine of Unreal Engine 4. As everyone knows, Unreal Engine is one of the best gaming engines of the world. With the help of Epic Games and by the power of Unreal, I believe we can finish our job quickly and efficiently. And
Yeah.
today, I'm very glad
It's a really thick accent.
the PC
thick.
version of Auto Chess
Really
will be
thick
coming
accent.
to the Epic Game Store. I look forward.
You can with context
I look
understand.
forward to all of you playing Auto Chess on PC later this year. Okay, thank you everyone.
Thank you, Loring Lee.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for sharing the news
goodbye.
with us. Once again, Auto Chess, if you have not played it, you must check it
I
out.
know
It is
someone left.
so
this
fun.
entire time.
Our next
Ah.
title with Frankie up above, I understand is an inspired indie game.
We'll find out, Sean, because one of the things we love about PC
Oh, is
gaming
Discord
is the way
dying?
that game creators from all over the
No.
world can draw inspiration
Yeah,
from one
actually.
another's work. Chris Tales is a
It's
great
not Discord.
example of that. A gorgeous indie love letter to classic JRPGs developed by a team in Colombia. Chris Tales' spin on the genre brings a unique perspective that lets you see the past, present, and future on one screen at the same time. So you'll see the future change based on your decisions in real time. Here's the world-exclusive reveal of Chris Tales.
If you saw what was, what is, and what would be. If you knew how it ends,
That's pretty.
would you change it? Could you make the hard decisions? And would you be strong enough to fight? If you learn from the
Wow.
past and act in the present, you can rewrite the future.
What in the name of?
That's pretty cool.
Looks kind of nice.
Yeah, cool concept.
Yeah, the concept is real nice.
Tails?
Fucking Chris.
Chris Tales.
Chris Tales.
Oh.
demo on Steam.
Oh.
Now on Steam, let's go.
Oh.
In PC gaming,
What the
it's
fuck?
not the size of
That's a
your
nice gun.
weapon, it's how you use it. And I'm holding one of the, well quite frankly, it's a bit average, isn't it?
I
It's
get
an
it,
average,
penis.
You know, Glock, really. No. It's one of the ridiculous alien weapons from our next game, Valfaris. A brutal, heavy metal-infused 2D action platformer
Brutal
inspired by
legend.
true
Holy.
old-school classics like Contra and Turrican.
Oh.
Assuming the role of fearless warrior Therion, players must blast and slash their way through the doomed citadel of Valfaris, overcoming its
It
deadly
looks
environments and
heavy on
enemies before challenging the arcane evil at its very heart. Get ready to rip the galaxy a new wormhole. From publisher Big Sugar, this is Valfaris.
Big Sugar Daddy. Oh boy.
Let's go.
PSP graphics.
Holy crap. The bit rate is dying.
Hell yeah.
Exterminator. Exterminate.
Mobile game.
Oh, mobile game, oh no.
I hate mosquitoes.
Same. Fuck bugs.
Is this a Metroidvania?
No, it's Valfaris. Just come on.
Incredible
On
action
Steam.
in the Valfaris trailer. I'm very excited for our next guest. In case you have not been in downtown LA,
clearly a
E3
dimple.
is covered with Borderlands 3 art. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And joining me is the amazing and beautiful Paul Sage, creative director of Borderlands 3.
Beautiful's the new one, thanks.
Yeah, there you
He's
go,
beautiful.
Paul. Welcome.
Beautiful.
I mean, there's been so much hype around
It's
Borderlands
true.
3. What's the stuff you're really
Breathtaking.
excited to be sharing this
You're
year?
breathtaking.
Oh man, so we've talked
Now
about
give
our
me
vault
my
hunters.
free
Well, this time we get to talk about Mose, and she is our gunner vault hunter. So she has a big mech. So it's one of the things all about loot. We're talking about the different loot, such as shields, grenades, those things, going to different planets. So a lot of stuff to talk about. Well, I want to start right off with Mose. Tell us everything you can about her. Okay, yes, I'll tell you everything I can. So Mose, again, like I said, she's a mech pilot. She has this big mech called Iron Bear. She gets into Iron Bear. Yeah. We have multiple action skills, which means that she can equip either a minigun or a railgun or a flamethrower. If you want to barbecue your enemies, something like that.
Oh,
so,
nice. Mix and match.
Yeah, Mose is a terrifically fun character for us right now.
Now, we've been excited to be collating a whole bunch of community questions. We're going to break them into two categories. First, there's a whole bunch of repeat questions that I want to make sure we get to right now. One of the big categories is about loot, because you've mentioned having a billion guns earlier, but what can you tell us about some of the other gear, the other progression systems in the game?
Yeah, so let's talk about grenades, like one of my favorite things that we don't get to talk about a lot. So in the past, we've had grenades that they've had like one thing. They can bounce, they can stick to different things, Yeah. This time, we're combining like all of those things. So for instance, the other day I was playing and I threw a grenade and that grenade had a bounce. It would stick, and the grenade would fire.
Take care. Good luck.
Right? So we have like a ton of different grenades that are in there.
Here's an interesting idea for a weapon for Borderlands. Also stream that.
Stream that.
Stream back.
Instead of a grenade launcher, how about a weapon launcher that when you shoot, it shoots another weapon, and then the weapon that shoots another weapon
give you skills this time
people?
as well as enhancing the skills you currently
That'd be
have.
nice.
I also remember earlier you mentioned about artifacts.
I think that's on par with the walking weapon.
Artifacts are, we kind of concentrated on like, hey, does the game feel fluid? Can I, slide into things? Can I jump? Can I mantle? Right. So when we were playing with that, we slid into a barrel, right? And the barrel exploded, and we're like, well, that's kind of fun. Yeah. So why don't we do something like that? So our artifacts actually add certain things to movement. So for instance, you can slide faster. You can slide, and every time you slide, there's an explosion. We have something we call.
The stream is kinda dead, yeah.
It's horrible, yeah.
Second category of questions unrelated to loot. Well, there's going to be a single-player campaign. What's going to be happening after the campaign? What are some of the beyond the single-player, maybe end-game content that you can talk about?
All right, in-game content. Okay, well, let's see three. So I give a little bit. So we have this thing what we call the Guardian system. So for those people who played Borderlands before, you might remember Badass Ranks. Badass Ranks.
I'm gonna need a shopping cart for all of these awesome games. Oh my god.
We have what we call Guardian Rank. And Guardian Rank not only
That's a bash at Epic for not having a shopping cart yet.
Skills and different skills that you can open up as you go through. And the cool thing about that is like every character that you play on that account gets the benefits of Guardian Rank.
Oh, interesting. All right, last category we're going to go through, and then we're going to hit some rapid-fire questions. How do the boss fights in Borderlands 3 compare to Borderlands 1 and 2? I know those were big aspects. How do you build upon that?
Right, so I think of a boss fight, like I'm an old school Nintendo fan, right? So I love huge boss fights that have like three phases and stuff like that. So now those people, smart people in the audience know that we've talked about going to vaults instead of vault. Right?
Joshy taking up free real estate of the entire fucking bottom bar.
That are just multi-phase boss encounters. We have like a lot of different mini bosses throughout the game, so a lot of different boss encounters throughout the game.
Well, now I want to ask some really quick questions that should be yes or no, very brief. First from Castore, how will you be handling multiplayer?
Multiplayer, we will basically be allowing anybody to jump in at any time. So
awesome. From MHL Animations, can I pet the gun? Great question.
I'm not here to judge what you do with your gun. That's a personal question.
All right, great. Tweet that to the Pet the Dog Twitter. Can I pet the gun? No.
People are asking the right questions. That's what I will say about that.
Oh, you tease.
Sorry.
All right, from Ironic Sanguine says, is Tiny Tina going to be seen fighting alongside the Vault Hunters?
Yes.
Nice.
Nice.
Blast through a couple more as fast as I possibly can. What's the level cap at launch?
50.
Will we get to see flak?
Yes.
Will we see golden keys and/or shift codes for Borderlands 3?
Absolutely.
Will there be duels?
Yes.
Other kinds of PvP?
Yes and no.
And also maybe.
Yes.
Perfect. And will you be able to transfer weapons between your characters?
Absolutely, right from the start.
Perfect. And when is the damn game coming out?
Friday the 13th, 2019, September 13th.
Perfect.
Press F to
Friday the
respect the
13th.
For more information.
Press F to
Thanks so much for
respect the
joining me on
shark. What?
stage.
Sean, thank you.
Dude, imagine if
That was
you did
when
a 13
random.
and actually end up in
Once
the
again, if you
13th
have
month
not
of the year.
seen all the setups in downtown Borderlands 2, oh, they're beautiful. Our next game, we're going to be revisiting a guest that we saw earlier in the show. He's upstairs with Frankie.
Okay.
What you got for us?
Oh.
Baby shark, do 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 do.
Oh.
No,
Oh,
Sophie.
hi, we're live.
Nice to
Sorry.
meet you,
Hello.
sorry.
I was just, I was actually testing out my outfit for this weekend. I don't know, what do you think, John?
I think you look really sharp, as
Very sharp. Well, thank you so much. John
Said
Gibson,
sharp.
president of Tripwire, thank you for joining us again on the show.
Mate, you look
Very
pretty cute,
busy
mate.
man, yes.
Yes.
Now, last year,
Yeah, mate.
we revealed Man-Eater
Oh,
to
yeah,
the
Man-Eater.
world. And can you remind anyone who missed it
Man-Eater.
what the game's all about?
I got that.
Never
wrong.
played it.
Absolutely. Man-Eater is an open-world action RPG, or Shark PG, as we call it. You start as a small baby shark pup,
He said it
and you
wrong.
have to survive in this harsh world and try to eat your way to the top of the ecosystem. The three words that we think sum the game up the best are eat, explore, and evolve.
Repeat.
And we also have someone we'd like you to meet.
Well, let's meet him then. Let's take a look at the new trailer.
Mississippi Queen, dude.
Mississippi Queen. That's sick. Wow.
That ass.
Jesus Christ.
Jaws?
Man-Eater.
Oh my god. What's happening?
Come any closer with that camera, we two gonna tussle.
Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. What a trailer. 2 for 1.
Nice.
Bye, extras.
John.
Can't believe extras is dead.
Appallingly dressed fisherman in the trailer, because quite frankly, not even I would eat him.
There you go. That's
That
the
was
shark
Scaly
part.
Ah,
Pete.
there's the shark.
And Scaly Pete's the villain in this tale. Pete is a best fisherman in the Gulf,
after
best
it's
shark
the
fisherman, or he'll tell you he's the best shark fisherman.
Whoa.
And he disfigures
climbing.
our baby shark at the beginning of the game.
It's
and
climbing.
He does some really nasty things, so he's not a very nice guy.
Can we
Now, the
reach
story
it?
of Man-Eater is told through the lens of
Why is it
Marvel's
moving?
game called
Oh, Jesus, that's
Hunter
Spike.
Gators.
Oh, nice.
And
Oh
it's
my
a really,
God.
it's
That's
a very
great.
exciting way,
They speak each other.
way to tell a story.
Fucking shark
Based on that
dance.
trailer, to be honest, John, it looks like your main goal of the shark is to just bite everything.
Baby shark.
Yeah, there is an awful lot of man-eating going on in this game. That is the name
What
of the
a-
game. And,
what a reward.
but we'd like to think of the game as a shark-tastic fun action
Feeding frenzy, but
game.
you're a
It's
shark?
like GTA if you were a shark. But there's
GTA shark.
if there is more to the game than just eating, so we spent a lot of time moving through the water, breaching out, and
Whoa, that's
adding
fast.
abilities to go up on the beach
Shit,
for
that's
an afternoon
actually
snack.
looks fun.
There's a lot of exciting things that you can
Looks
do. in
really
the game.
fun.
And you mentioned before it's a shark PG. How does that progression system work?
So there's three facets to the Shark PG elements of the game. There's growth, there's life phases, and there's evolutions. So growth comes
Can you
down
become
to
a
things,
Megalodon?
nutrients, people, whatever you can find. And that's kind of like your XP in the game. That allows
Megalodon,
you
yeah.
to level up, your shark will grow a little
Megalodon.
bit, you'll get more powerful. And then in key phases,
Megalodon.
what we call life phases, you'll
I
make a
want
big
the
jump.
shark game.
So let's say you're a brooding teenage shark, and you're about to become an adult. When you become an adult, you take a big leap in size, a big leap in power and capability. And then as you reach these life phases, you unlock evolutions that can be applied to parts of the shark's body. For example, you could get metallic teeth that allow you to shred boats, or a powerful
Jesus.
tail that allows you to jump to incredible heights, or you could get mutated
Sharknado.
lungs that allow you to spend a little more time on the beach getting those afternoon snacks.
Just really quickly, John, everyone's wanting to know this question. When's it coming out?
So we're really hard hammerheading away at this game and trying to make it the most awesome shark RPG ever. We're not ready to announce a date, but we're pretty certain you're going to see it before the next PC gaming show.
Well, I hope we do, John. Otherwise,
I'm going to have to start biting people. In fact, I'm quite hungry at the moment, so I think actually I'm going to find an audience member because you guys look tasty. So
Jesus
see you in a
Christ.
bit. I'm just going to have a snack. Thank
Come
you.
on.
Thank you.
Man, gaming chair.
You win.
You win.
Gaming
You
chairs are probably not fucking made for lasting long.
Should just get a Herman Miller. Wait, Herman Miller, right?
They're also more
I got a
expensive than
rocking
gaming
chair, I
chairs.
got a metal. Fucking shit is perfect.
Get a proper Herman Miller.
They're also more expensive than gaming chairs.
They're really
fuck that.
expensive.
You know, one of the absolute best parts
And
about
then
being
what are you
sponsored
doing
by
up
iWin
there?
for the PC gaming
50
show
on
is
the
that I get to
stage.
sit
Come on.
for this next segment and talk to you
30% off eWin
about
Pro
Terraria.
PC
Day 9.
Terraria is one of the best-selling PC games of all time, selling almost 30 million copies. And part of the reason why it's maintained such popularity is the fact that the developers Relogic continue to add content, going from 250 items at release to now over 4,000. Let's take a look at their penultimate expansion coming up, Terraria Journey's End.
Yo, let's go.
Why is this game popular, by the way?
Journey's End. Well, that's gonna be
Nothing new so far.
Yep.
Sure. Okay, that's new.
Golfing.
Oh.
That's pretty good.
Dead.
Dead?
Oh my
Oh,
fucking
dead.
God.
It's just
Music at least.
okay. The trailer was over fast.
The next title that we're going to be looking at is a game that is the spiritual successor to her story.
that was
It's called
kinda
Telling
garbage.
Lies
Yeah.
by Annapurna Interactive, and joining
Telling
me to
lies?
talk about it
Is the protagonist
is
the
game
power?
director Sam Barlow, actor producer
Lies,
Lois
tell me
Marshall
sweet
Green.
little
Welcome,
lies.
gentlemen.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Yeah.
I'm my man.
Now,
I'm
if,
in there.
if you haven't played Her Story, you totally should. It's fantastic. I want to note.
Someone
it is a
said something in the
game where
audience.
you watch
Total, I
live
think.
interactive video in order to uncover what happened with a murder. What is it that's going on in Telling Lies? What's the premise?
So, like Her Story, Telling Lies is a game in which you watch video
I really
footage
don't
to
like the
piece
format
together
so
a story.
far.
Telling Lies
It's
is a game
time
where you
left
play.
and
You
right.
have a woman who has stolen an NSA hard drive. which
NSA?
contains
Oh no.
secretly recorded intimate and private conversations between our four characters. Something has gone terribly wrong, and it's up to you to figure out what and why.
It's time to take a look at some of the gameplay mechanics and see Telling Lies in action. Let's take a look.
Oh, see ya.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's an angle. I don't know.
Solgar.
For private lives, shatters.
Once upon a time.
Was like an acting IR thing game.
I don't love you and I don't miss
It's
you.
not FMV. Don't give a shit.
You already know too much.
Banned.
Okay, can go.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's late.
Wait, is this
Chatterbait question mark?
Love you.
This reminds me of, it's probably not that, but about that, I think it's a movie about the Darknet.
I've only ever been in love once. It was with a girl I met when I was 18, but I was too young and naive to handle it properly.
What?
I guess
Well, it
I
was
still carry a torch for
the POE from an NSA agent, right?
Oh yeah.
incurable romantic or
Yeah.
underdeveloped emotionally. I'm a loyal friend.
Fuck epic, dude.
A man died in my eyes at work today.
Damn.
We haven't done anything.
Telling lies.
Okay.
What's the game
Sam,
about?
I got some questions for you.
About
what we've just seen. Talk to me about the mechanics. I mean, I saw subtitles up, highlighting, and it was loading more video footage. What's going on?
So what we do in Telling Lies is we take all of the exploration you would have in a normal video game, so all that walking around in a 3D world, and we apply that directly to the story, to the footage itself. So you're going to be scrubbing around in these clips, paying close attention, and you're going to be picking up on the subtext, listening to names, people, places, and with that information, you're going to use that to find more clips, dig into those, and over time, kind of build up this picture of the story. And it's truly like an open
So
world.
shitty ARG, basically.
Well, I mean, a lot of times with the open world
Alright
video
guys,
games, they talk
I'm gonna
about
have to leave you.
square kilometer
Work is
miles and
coming.
Peace,
Bye-bye.
bro.
What's the sort of
Bye.
scope we're talking about? Like, how many hours of footage is there?
Can't believe he's dead.
So we got like over 10 hours of footage here.
He's
so it really is a
already
story
dead,
that encompasses
and I'm out of
2
oxygen in
years.
my apartment,
What I wanted
so
to do
I
with this
should
one was
open the
to
window.
really embrace this
Yes.
idea
Hey,
of
but I'm
open
also
world
like
game. You're free
yawning
to explore and
heavily
follow
over
your
here.
curiosity.
I almost fell
Lose
asleep
yourself
like 4
in the
times.
story, all the characters. It's this huge, messy, colorful story that we're trying to tell.
Well, I'm
But I
curious,
was
Logan,
planning to
as
go
a
to bed after
performer
the
in this
meeting
kind
so
of
I can
game,
get up
what is
for
it
it,
like
'cause
to
I'm so
actually
tired. So
try to
it's
have
better
all
take
the
a nap
layers
than
in
watch
there for each performance, also not
Should
knowing
wait for
when a
Squeenix.
player is going to be seeing the specific footage you're performing?
Well, it's definitely a non-linear open world game, but our approach and Sam's approach was not unlike a movie or a TV show, and we had to understand it A to B. And so, for the most part, that's how we shot it. Obviously, when you're shooting a movie or a TV show, and in this case, a game, you're going to be shooting out of order. But we actually stayed pretty linear in how we approached the story. We went after it like all the other times we're actors. We just went after intention and what do we want, and we tried to make it as deep. You know, it's got a lot of scope. But we wanted to make it as deep as possible, and Sam is one of the best movie or TV directors I've worked with, so it was very similar.
Nice. Yeah, look at you two. Now, of course, I do want to stress to any of you, if you have not played Her Story, it's quick to play. It's
Best
absolutely
buds.
brilliant. Please check it out in the meantime. But we're, of course, waiting to find out, when can we play Telling Lies?
Very soon. Very soon, I promise. We'll have a date soon. Right now, you can go to Steam. You can wishlist it on Steam. We all love Steam. And yeah, very soon. We'll be showing
We also
more
love
of it
Epic Store
on
because
E3,
it's
and,
sponsored.
Fantastic.
Desperate to get it out there. Yeah. People to play it.
Terraria, noise.
Well, Sam Logan, thanks so much for joining me.
Noise.
On stage.
Noise.
Once again, Telling Lies. Now, up on the balcony, Frankie's going to be talking to us about a game that my friends, year after year after year, keep telling me I have to play because of how much they've improved it. Frankie, what's going on with Warframe?
Well, one of my favorite parts of last year's show, aside from being upstaged by a giant duck, was getting a glimpse at the future
What?
of
Duck?
Warframe.
What?
And here
What
with the
did I
latest
miss?
look at the next expansion to the universe is Space Mum Rebecca Ford. So, chat, behave yourselves, please, because
Leaning back in my chair.
what are we about to see?
We're going to take a look at
Jeez,
an
I'm
amazing
tired.
trailer that our team has put together. A lot of our players have been waiting a year for a look at what we've been calling Railjack, so it's about time to
I was
you know,
like, she was
see what
slapping
we've
her
been doing.
wrist. Is she doing sign language?
Oh no.
Skate in space.
Huh?
It's skate in
Warframe?
space.
Oh yeah.
Frame war, let's go.
Frame war. Yeah. I really love these 5 FPS.
Yeah.
I wonder how this game runs on the Switch, actually. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, shit, bro. Actually, one of my favorite characters. Fucking let's go.
Rebecca, it must be so exciting to know that the fans have finally seen it, and you're clearly going all in on the epic space combat. So tell me about the new stuff that players are going to be able to experience.
I wasn't shaking
Wait,
before
where is
you
it?
started talking, and now I am because it's real. Because
I just wanna
Empyrean
loot,
is what
but
we're
I can't
calling
get
the
it.
codename Railjack. It's basically taking
On
the
Ubisoft?
Ninja part of Warframe, sending it back up to space,
No.
bringing players that squad gameplay they know, taking the enemies like the
What you
Corvus
mean?
and the Grenier, giving them their own
Warframe
Railjack
loot.
to
Jesus, and
essentially
then
use
you
the
shoot
solar
what?
system with and take down the bad guys.
And when are fans going to get to see more?
Well, TennoCon is in London, Ontario. It's July 6th, and you can come watch it online on Twitch. We're going to be
UB was
showing
right
a lot
after,
more
right?
in our keynote for what
Like
Empyrean
20
is
minutes.
gonna be.
Well, today I'm getting a feel for the suit. So,
No,
what's the deal
wait,
with
no,
that
it's not
suit?
UB.
Just
That's
trying out how I get my
Limited
Tenno
Run.
arms into it?
Limited Run.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
that's
yeah.
gonna that's gonna be funny.
There are
Limited
ways.
Run
You
is
just have
doing
to
trolley
watch link
things
your
too.
working account to your Twitch account.
Guys,
You
so
watch
we're actually showing
30
some
minutes of our
skateboards
Tenno
last
live
year.
show. You can get it.
Yeah.
Stay for the whole hour because we got lots to show.
Well, thank you so much, Rebecca, and good luck with TennoCon on July 6th.
Thank you.
Okay, now we've seen some amazing stuff today. Nothing quite so gloriously strange as our next game. Developed by Brooklyn-based studio Feral Cat Den, it's an existential-based chat odyssey set during the Big Bang. Yeah, it's actually blown my mind learning about this one. Buckle up, everyone, because we're about to get bonkers with Genesis Noir.
I fucking got bum chicken in the mail today.
But you got a chicken in the mail?
Yep.
What?
Nice.
What?
I got bum chicken. It's a fucking Switch game.
Oh.
Oh.
Published by Limited Run.
Yeah. Wait.
This looks weird.
Yeah, I'm
This is the
confused.
game that Jeremy Abel worked for. He's the technical lead on it.
Is it?
Oh, really?
Yeah, that is the game that he's been working on.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he gonna
Yeah.
tweet that out? Before he's gonna be on stage. Would be fucking cool. Genesis? Genesis, what Nintendo Genesis?
Genesis Noir.
Yeah, he has it in his title. Co-founder of Feral Cat and tech lead for Genesis Noir game.
Genesis. If he's on stage now,
Oh, that'd be amazing.
Genesis Noir,
Please.
beautiful, stylish art.
Pepper hands.
Next game we're going to take a look at is the
Aw.
twist on the stealth genre. It's called El Hijo, where you play as a 6-year-old trying to escape a monastery and find your mother using toys and tricks to avoid monks. Let's take a look at this gorgeous spaghetti western-inspired project from Studio
Spaghetti.
Candy Games.
Spaghetti.
Oh, spaghetti western.
Where's my spaghetti?
was that Kotor? You know, King of the Redlands?
No.
No, paper hands.
Trains, danger.
Danger?
Deja vu.
They are confused.
I am confusion.
I am confusion.
Oh no!
Oh, lolly police. I'm afraid of a raw picture of good. God.
Already like the setting.
Wow.
It's maybe because I'm Mexican, but who knows?
Yeah, that's right for you.
El Dorado.
Slingshot Kid Adventures. El Hijo.
El Hijo.
Arriba.
El Hijo, once again.
Hijo.
Is
Ah,
the
Hijo.
trailer we just saw.
¿Quieres?
El
For
Barto.
our final guest tonight, please join me in
¿Quieres?
welcoming from Larian Studios CEO Sven Vinke and from
Also about skaters.
Dungeons & Dragons at Wizards of the Coast, the creative director of Dungeons & Dragons, Mike Merles, to talk about Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's God.
Nice.
Now, this
Tentacle
was
again.
only just recently announced. How did this partnership come about?
We went to see Wizards of the Coast at the end of Divinity Original Sin 1.
Yeah.
That was back in 2014.
He's a Belgian
and I tried
guy.
to convince them back then that they should give us the Baldur's Gate 3 license, and they said, and so but we had a long chat about what the vision would be for the game. And then we kept on bumping into each other. And then suddenly in 2016, I get a phone call from Nathan Stewart, who's the big boss of Mike and the head of Dungeons and Dragons. He said, you need to come to Seattle right away. And we're going to have dinner in a very shady restaurant. And he had this big stack of paper with him. And on it was Baldur's Gate 3. And in it was pretty much everything that we talked about. And he says, I'm going to present this to my board. Do you still want to do it? Yeah, of course I still want to do it. And then a couple of weeks later, we started negotiating. And here we are.
I mean, what does the Baldur's Gate franchise mean to you, Mike?
Oh, to me, it's the crown jewel of D&D computer games, right? I mean, for me personally, Baldur's Gate, the original one, was finally I had the chance to actually play a D&D campaign rather than having to run them for all my friends. So it means so much to us. Baldur's Gate, it's such fantastic storytelling.
He's the perfect guy to talk about Baldur's Gate, actually.
Not only a new generation, but for the gamers who remember
that
the
hurt.
20 years it's been since the original, the first two in the series.
That's why I
it's
brought it
incredibly
up.
exciting. And for us, it really is. It's such an important part of the D&D mythos as a whole.
And we got a chance to see the trailer. Talk to me about some of the story elements, the world elements. What are things we're going to see in Baldur's Gate 3?
Well, we're only talking about what's in the trailer right now, but obviously you're going to go to the city, because we start with the city. You start outside of the city, actually. There's going to be mind flayers. They're very nasty. You are seeing in the trailer the process of ceremorphosis, as we would call it. It's accelerated, so that's not normal.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a lot of iconic creatures.
You're breathtaking.
I'm curious about some of the gameplay elements because obviously, there's just been a big resurgence of Dungeons and Dragons, tons of broadcasts on Twitch.
Baldur's Gate.
How do you translate some of the insane things that players want to do into, what has to be a structured computer game?
So we started with the player handbook, which is basically the basic rule set of Dungeons and Dragons.
Which player handbook? Which edition?
5th edition. 5th edition.
Yeah.
And so
Why not
we
3.5?
as much as we could to the video game. We looked at what works really well. We looked at the things that didn't work that well because it is a video game and this was made for tabletop gaming. And so we started modifying those things, and then we had to add things on top of it because if you play tabletop, you have a game master, and you say, "Well, I want to do this."
Yeah.
And then the
I
game
want to
master
start a fight with a pigeon, and he's like, "Okay, roll for dexterity."
Exactly, that's it. So we had to add systems to make that possible within the game. But we've gone very, very far.
Yeah, I mean, can you give an example of like a crazy moment that a player might do that you could actually play out in the game?
Well, I could, let's say that we get into a fight because you ask a nasty question, I don't want to answer it. And I take the chair over there, I put it on fire, smash it on your head. Well, just as an example.
It's just an example, this is fine, we're just talking,
These are things that we have to put systems into the game for to do it, which are not necessarily going to be described inside of the book.
Interesting. And I mean, like, Mike, in terms of your role, speaking to Larian Studios, you have tons of data of all the sorts of things that players do. What's the sort of information that you provide in assistance?
Well, really what it comes down
Quote,
to
unquote,
is providing the source
RPG.
support. We think of Dungeons & Dragons, the universe of D&D. It's like a toy box for dungeon masters and players to go into and build their own stories. So working with Larry and working with Sven, a lot of it was just opening up that toy box and sharing it and giving that kind of guidance. Like I remember one of our first meetings, we just laid out a map of Baldur's Gate and the Sword Coast and asking a lot of questions like, what kind of story do you want to tell? Where do we want to go? What are the cool locations we've always wanted to put into a game like this? And then in terms of the system support, what's the story for each character, for each character race, character class, so that if you have your favorite class and it's in the game, you really feel like you're taking on that role that you love so much from the tabletop. It's really coming to life in an authentic way in Baldur's Gate 3.
And we're going to talk in a moment about Baldur's Gate 3 release dates and whatnot, but we have a second game that we want to talk about on a new technology known as pencil and paper. I understand that there is a tabletop prequel coming for Baldur's Gate.
Exactly. So in Baldur's Gate, we think there's one saga. All the different games coming together to tell one grand story of this city.
Tabletop.
So on September 17th, we're releasing our next tabletop campaign, Baldur's Gate: Descent into Avernus. and it is the next
what's
chapter
going on?
in the Baldur's Gate saga, and it's a prequel to Baldur's Gate 3.
Someone
So
died?
if you haven't played a Baldur's
Yes,
Gate
I
game
am
since
dying.
Baldur's Gate 1 or 2,
Robbery?
this is your chance to check
I'm
out
dying.
its history.
Help
It's been
me.
about 100 years since the
Help
events
me.
of Baldur's Gate 2.
Keep a hand.
So this will give you a
I'll die.
chance to check in on the city to see what's going
I'm
on, its
pretty
current
much dying in
state,
my
who the
chair right
movers
now
and
because
shakers
I'm
are.
tired.
We also feature a complete levels 1 to 13 campaign that takes you to the mean streets of Baldur's Gate, to the depths of hell itself, and sort of pose to the players a question: Do you want to redeem Baldur's Gate?
There's no
or
Twitch
send it
TV slash limited run.
We'll put in that right
What is
player
their
hands.
Twitch channel?
Well, I have to ask Sven, it's a question
Something
on a lot of
else.
people's minds. What can you talk to us about
Limited
expected release?
Dash one?
So people have been waiting for it for a long time.
Yeah.
They're
No.
gonna have to wait a little bit more when it's ready.
Limited.
This is the game that we want to play, so we want to make sure it's really, really good. And then when that's the case, then we'll release it.
Well, I know a lot of people have been waiting a long time, and I think I speak for a lot of people here when I say, take your time. If the Divinity Original Sin games are any
Limited
indication
run
of
games.
quality, it's
Okay.
going to be fantastic and worth the wait. Gentlemen, thanks so much for joining me on
Thank you
stage.
very much.
Thank you.
Ben and Mike talking about Baldur's Gate 3. Goodbye.
Here's
Goodbye,
the-
guys. Why
here's
are
the
they
stream for Limited
leaving?
Run
Well,
already.
it's because the PC
Important.
gaming show has officially concluded. Let's bring up on the stage the fantastic Frankie Ward. Come here, Frankie.
Hello.
Officially concluded.
Thank you so much, Sean. Hasn't this audience been absolutely fantastic today?
Guys, thank you
follow the
so
stage.
much for coming out to the
Good
5th
job.
annual PC
I'll tell you,
Gaming
Limited
Show.
Run's gonna be more fun.
We want to give an enormous thanks to all of you who tuned in live. We want to, of course, thank all of you who personally showed up this morning, and of course the sponsors who helped make this possible. Epic Game Store, iWin,
Well, they even have My Life in
Paradox,
Gaming Limited
Interactive,
Run.
Hovercast, Perfect World, Rebellion,
Video going.
Tripwire, and Samsung. As you know, PC gaming is a platform. It's not a publisher or developer, so these sponsors are essential for letting us put on this show every year. Thank you so much. And I gotta ask Frank, any titles you're excited about?
Well, I do love a baby elephant, so definitely Planet Zoo, and slightly more awkwardly, then I also want to eat things, maybe elephants included, so man-eater, of course.
I'm personally looking forward to Songs of Conquest, and as you heard, there's games coming out all across 2019 and into 2020.
breaks
We
free.
hope you all have a fantastic E3. It officially begins tomorrow. Big shout out to all the other press conferences. Hello again, Dropped Frames. Good to see you 2 years in a row. We hope you all have a fantastic time at E3 and go play some games and make some friends. See you next year. Bye, bye, bye.
So much.
So do we know if Baldur's Gate is gonna be an Epic Store exclusive?
Someone on my timeline being like, Shenmue 3 is a disaster and it's not even finished. And it's releasing in like around 5 months. Jesus.
Dun, 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 dun.